Yeah, we get that work all the time. Like you suddenly get to the dress rehearsal and go, holy fuck, no one knows anything.
But they've been doing it like...
Yeah, and you're like, it's fine, it's just the brain going.
Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't fill me with confidence about doing a show or anything like that, but whatever. I wasn't planning on doing a show anyway, so...
No, but that's different.
Is it?
Yeah, the whole purpose is to, like, hit that hot wall, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, I hate the audience. I'm terrified of them. Like, I'm glad they're there, but I don't want to see them.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. We'll see. I did it.
Hey. Oh, I'm very proud of you.
I know. I mean, I was really close to pulling out. But
I'm glad you didn't do that.
I was like, I can't force my child, who it is, in primary school, to go and do her dance exams and then me turn around and say, yeah, you know what, I'm just not going to do mine.
Absolutely. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of They're Not Even Real Housewives, though. Rosie and Jenny are back and at outing people.
Yeah, word on the street this week is Miami is going back to Bravo. It's leaving Peacock.
Okay, good.
But it's still the same production team, so I'm assuming we're still going to get the same aesthetics and everything else that we've been getting.
Good.
On that also note, Gertie has breast cancer.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. So they caught it early by judging by her post, and she's going through treatment right now.
Oh,
so
bless her.
We all need to send our thoughts and prayers to Gertie.
Yeah, I love to Gertie.
And her family, because that's just awful. She's too beautiful and too lovely for that to happen.
She's strong. She'll do it. She'll beat it.
Absolutely. Luann and Sonia's show, Crappy Lake, looks like it's coming in July.
Sorry, what?
Do you not know about this?
No.
Okay, so Luann and Sonia have their own show. And it's like The Simple Life, but with Luann and Sonia. Yeah. I don't think it's quite like The Simple Life, but it's that kind of premise. Yeah. It's called Welcome to Crappy Lake.
Well, that sounds awesome.
Right. So that's supposed to be sort of scheduled for release in the 23-24 season. So we're thinking it's July.
The 23-24 season?
Yeah. So we think it's their season start in the summer, don't they? So we're thinking.
Okay, fine. Okay, cool.
That.
Great.
But either way, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Ariana is going to be on Watch What Happens Live next week.
Yes.
I can't wait for that. I'm so excited. And my final one, Boy George and Parit. Boy George and Dorit are in Peter Pan. And we can see it because it's in the UK.
We have to see it.
So, like, where is it? It's like Southampton, Birmingham, places. I've had a brief look.
I see. I didn't really delve anymore. So those are all AGT venues. So there's loads.
Yeah, there's So we have to go.
But it's on tour, so it's not in London.
I don't think it's in London. No.
Okay, so I wonder where our closest is going to be.
I think it might be Birmingham.
They're not doing. Yeah, maybe.
Might be Southend.
Yeah, I was thinking of they're doing Southend, but no, because it's Panto, isn't it? And they have a universal Panto.
Own.
I have a little think about. I don't know. Maybe it's Norwich.
Yeah, we need to Google it because I'm pretty sure tickets are on sale now.
Oh my god, we do.
So,
we need to see it. Is it for children?
Well, their kids hit.
Like, is it family?
I guess so.
I mean, with Boy George, that seems like a risk.
I mean, I'm here for it. Should we bring our kids or are we just going by ourselves?
I don't want to bring my kids.
Okay, we'll just go by ourselves then. Okay, sounds good to me. So
yeah,
that ends
I
Word on the
can't
Street.
wait.
Yeah. So we can't go to BravoCon, so we're going to try to do this.
It's going to be the same.
I mean, if I get to meet a housewife and Boy George, I will shit my pants.
Imagine though, it must be so discombobulating if Dorit meets people with British accents.
That really tickled me. Oh. All right.
Okay, enough happy. Back, and Atlanta is back. It snuck up on me.
The shade bombs from like it's just this season's going to be
There's no
epic.
warm up, is there? It's like we are in.
Tanya did not come to play at all. She was just throwing jabs from left, right, everywhere.
Yeah, she's not even pretending to be
No.
anyone's friend. Nuh-uh.
Oh my goodness.
So we sort of start off and then we rewind for a few days. So we know there's going to be a fight at this party.
So how do you feel about this theme? Because you were saying...
I'm so over it.
Yeah, because you were over it when Beverly Hills did it.
I'm over Beverly Hills. New Jersey are doing it. They're doing fucking prohibition in Ireland. Not a thing. I'm just done with the 20s. Like, I admit it looks great. Everyone looks great.
It's Harlem Nights, though. Is that still the same? Or is it different?
It is when everyone's just wearing the same things, isn't it? Like,
it is,
people are just using it as an excuse to wear those things.
This is true. But can we give a moment to Ross in his white suit?
Oh, I mean, the whole fucking family. Her mum and dad.
I want to see all of their sex tapes.
Yes.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Oh, Ross, mate, I'm so happy Ross is back on my TV.
Even though I don't think he wants to be. Like, I was like, he's hating this.
Yeah, he's not having a good time, is he?
He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want any of it.
Oh, let me get my notes up. But, oh, mate, yeah. Ross in that white suit. I had to pause the TV for a minute. I was like, last week I had Frank in a vest. This week I have Ross in a white suit.
Yeah, I mean, he looks great.
Ah.
Yeah.
Even Todd looked good.
Yeah. I don't like this. I don't like having your sleeves tight to show off your biceps in a suit. Don't like it as a concept.
I also smell pussy juice when I see his beard. We had this conversation.
Exactly.
But he looked good. I think he looked good.
Wow, it's ominous, isn't it? So we start off, we see Sheree. We meet the new boy.
I have to say, I didn't look at him for a good 10 minutes because I was just staring at her ass.
My God, it's insane.
Her body is just, it defies the laws of science.
Yes, this is true.
Who has that shape?
Nobody.
Squats can't be doing that.
No. There's surgery involved.
Do you think so?
There must be needles. There must be.
It's a good doctor though, because it looks
like it doesn't look
like
unbelievable. But what's believable nowadays? I don't know.
But she's a real life walking Instagram filter.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, I mean, and obviously she's kitted out. She's got that gym in her house. And I don't know. I think that looks like a lot of gym equipment.
Yeah, it does look like a lot of gym equipment. Yeah. And who works out with a full weave and a full face of makeup?
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Also, they didn't work out, did they? They went and did like one kettlebell and one, like, I don't know, crotch thrust. I don't know what that is. What are you meant to be fucking doing with that?
It's like a kettlebell swing.
No, when they're like lying down with a bar.
Oh, that's I know what that's called. I can't remember what it's called, but I know what that's called. Yeah, I do that
thrust.
in the gym. Yeah, it's supposed to toe. That's how she gets her bum. Apparently, that's like the exercise you do for a nice bum.
Really?
Yes. So I do that a lot. Doesn't got me anywhere yet, but I'm doing it. But anyway, I also wanted to point out quickly before I forget, which isn't on my notes, the silver dress, strappy dress thing that Sheree's wearing in her confessionals.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not the same silver dress that Lala's wearing in her Vanderpump Rules confessionals, but with a blinged out strap? But the dress is still the same.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't clocked.
So everyone, listeners, whatever, go have a look. Tell me who wore it better. And if I've got it right, it might not be the same, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Interesting. There's the fucking Mugler again.
Who had the Mugler?
In Sanya in the yellow.
I missed that.
It's because her wig's so bad.
Okay.
I missed that.
Oh, with the fringe.
With the fringe.
Oh, yes.
The fringes.
It made her face look so bizarre.
She looked like she looked like a character out of Lady and the Tramp.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That, like, jazz singer one. That was the vibe I was getting.
Oh, wow, okay. So anyway, we meet Martell. Is he an opportunist? How are we feeling about Martell?
Well, I don't know.
Instant thoughts.
How can people not see that men are not good?
Men in general? Or you're saying when a man is bad, how do you not get the vibe?
Yeah, the second one. How has Sheree not honed her censor in any way?
Really? We've watched these women on TV praise all of the men that they've been with when they're like, he makes me feel special. Kenya's included in this, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
He makes me feel so warm and so in love, and he's not showed me any reason why he's not any of these things. Cut to a few months later, and then production are flashing back to these conversations.
But he has showed us, hasn't he? As the viewers, like, I don't know what else he's been on, but he's been.
Was it Love and Marriage?
Being a big hoe, hasn't he?
He was Love and Marriage. He was on, or something like that.
But was he married?
Yeah, and then he had a baby with someone else.
Some might say it's a red flag.
I mean, he's not going to change for you. And I don't care how great your pussy is. He's not going to change for you. Let's be clear.
I don't believe that he went. This is not how photo shoots work. So he's lying. Like, I went for a photo shoot in wardrobe, and then I came home in the same. Like, I wore my own tux.
Yeah.
There and back. Like, well, that would crease terribly. Did you walk there? Because if you sat down, that's going to need an iron.
So,
like, so no. You've not been on the cover of a magazine in his crumply pants.
Not his other man. His other woman that Candy and them are saying.
Oh, he's just put that on and rocked up and been like, yeah, I'm a big deal.
Yeah. Well, she's getting the wickedest.
Whole dinner, yeah, fine. But that whole dinner upset me.
Why?
Because I think it's really rude to, like, pay for a chef and they're not even bothered to sit at a fucking table.
Or eat the whole meal.
Yeah.
True. However, I would subscribe to Sheree's OnlyFans.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I think
especially if she's having threesomes with Bob Whitfield. That would be everything. It just makes you wonder, what is wrong with people? Like, you have that at home. You have Sheree at home, right? When God made women, he was like, this is what a woman should look like.
Yeah.
Right? But every man she's ever been with has stepped out on her or treated her badly.
I wonder if it's an insecurity thing.
What, they're insecure because she's so... Maybe. Because it just makes you wonder what's wrong with people. Like, why would you step out on that or treat that badly?
No. Yeah, no, it makes no sense at all.
I think he is opportunistic.
Yeah, but I think he is opportunistic. He obviously wants to be on reality TV, and he sees it like easy in.
I didn't like the way Kenya was trying to make out that he did something when he slid into her DMs.
Yeah, because that seemed to be like months ago.
And nothing came of it.
No, because she just didn't reply. Like, you're just bringing it up as a story at this point, aren't you? Just... Yeah,
like, why so early on are we being
Yeah.
Like, throw that in her face later.
But she doesn't like men, does she, Kenya?
Well, no. Also...
She doesn't like people. Maybe it's that.
Yeah, she loves Brooklyn, though.
Yeah. I mean, how could you not?
Gone with the Wind, fabulous, and she's twirling. Everything.
To die
everything. For. But the thing for me as well that really threw me and caught me off guard was that flashback of the party at the start of the episode when Kenya's screaming, once a cheater, always a cheater, you fucking piece of shit. That really shocked me because that's not how these ladies speak.
No, it's not how Kenya speaks.
She would never swear and call someone a piece of shit. Like,
she got really irate about it.
That was really, it jarred me. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I thought I was watching Atlanta, not Beverly Hills. So what happened?
I was like, oh, this is a projection. Or is there more? Is there more that we don't know?
Probably. It's to be continued, isn't it?
It is to be continued, which I don't like.
Well, because every episode is to be continued, hence the reason
Everything
why
is
there's
in the
another
middle of
episode.
everything. Yeah, well, obviously, but it's like in the middle of a party, though. I think that's. I know it's a deliberate device, but I don't like.
I know it annoys you because then we have to watch the rest of the party in the next episode, and then
yeah.
we have blah blah blah. Yeah, I get it. And then we cut to the candy factory.
Yeah.
And Don Juan and Carmen are back.
Carmen.
And Carmen's done something to her face.
She has.
Doesn't look good.
No, I found it quite. Don't think I paid attention to what the actual conversation was because I was going, what?
What is wrong with her face? Yeah,
What's
I know.
happened? It's like she's smudged.
Also, Don Juan, gay or straight?
No.
What do you mean no?
Oh, yes.
No, is he gay or straight?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing.
I don't know.
Apparently he's straight, and he's got.
I
He's
think
been with his wife for a long time.
I think he's greedy, lazy.
He's greedy, lazy.
I think that is his sexual orientation.
Oh, all right. I just didn't see. It was shocked to me because he loves being in women's business.
Yeah,
He's very fashionable. He's got that weird mustache thing. I don't know. He was just giving me gay vibes. Like, I don't know. There was just something.
Yeah, I mean,
he might have been asexual to me. Like, he didn't have any. He wasn't. His dick didn't move for anybody.
See, I feel like I would believe that as long as he's getting his dick sucked, he doesn't really care
who it is.
Yeah,
right,
greedy, lazy.
Yeah, and he's rich when he's been working for Candy for all these years.
Oh yeah. Oh, he knows where it's all buried.
Absolutely. I thoroughly loved...
Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say I thoroughly enjoyed Candy's Afro confession.
Oh yeah.
Love
I don't
like
look. the Diamante tits though.
No, not
that. I find slightly strange.
Yeah, the Afro was cool. That only slightly distracted me from the painstaking phone call that she received from Ace.
Oh, it's horrible.
And because he's got that baby voice as well.
So he's the age of our kids.
I know, but
why it gets you right in the feels.
Mate.
Yeah, I couldn't. I'd be like, that can't be shown.
Oof. Oh, I don't know. Oh,
he's very good at knowing how to get her.
Oh, absolutely.
But then everybody knows how to push her fucking buttons.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
So Monietta and Kenya arrive.
Yes.
And Heath is back. Yay. We love Heath. We love me some Heath.
I like Monietta's outfit. I like her big cardigan dress. Jumper.
She was also serving body, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the granddad cap.
Yeah. All of it.
Yeah, she looked good.
But she's in trouble for not being a good enough friend.
That's a reach, though, on Candy's part. Like, she wasn't really...
Because I think she was actually just being a good person.
Yeah, like, she was doing a Dolores.
I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I'm going to tell you sometimes, but generally I agree with you.
Yeah. So
she's repeating her plan. She has set Kenya up with Roy.
Roy with an I.
Roy with an I. That looks like an abbreviation, like an acronym.
Yeah. What, like Koi Carp?
Yeah, like he's like rich, old investor.
Oh. Oh, that was hard to swallow. Okay, so that's the name of the episode.
He's a super bachelor. What the fuck does that mean?
Who looks like he knows what to do with his nose.
Well, you'd hope so.
I mean, it's big enough.
About. Yeah.
But again, he makes her feel special.
Yeah.
He makes her feel warm. And she feels like a lady again. And she's getting some dick.
She's awakened.
Because she's getting some dick.
Yeah.
I love it. I would love to see... I reckon Kenya's a freak.
Do you? I don't know. I reckon she might be quite aggressive.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think I might be a bit
She slaps
scared.
people, strangles people. Yeah. She
I
sits
think there'll
on
be a lot
people.
of like nails.
Yeah.
Might mark you up quite badly.
It's got a Vanderpump Rules flashback. You really need to watch the earlier seasons.
I'm gonna try. I have tried. I am trying.
What else happened? Yeah, so basically
we have all the chat of Candy doing the spoofs, which were fucking hilarious.
They were brilliant. I love watching them. Therefore, I really want her to do more.
Yeah, but they're all like in their feelings about it, which I can kind of, I can understand a bit. I don't think I'd like it if my friends did that to me.
If you give me a heads up and tell me that's what you're doing, then I'm okay with it. But if you just start spoofing me without a heads up, I might be like, oof, why? Yeah. But then I feel like what Candy said in her confessionals was correct. Sheree does have a very selective memory about the stuff that she does to other people.
Yeah.
And
it's a two-way street.
Absolutely. Like Sheree is, yeah.
She is quite hard work.
She is, and she's really, I think she's malicious, Sheree. Like, I think she does things she's spiteful, not malicious. She's spiteful.
She's spiteful in a way that like Candy Daft it has none of.
No, she had. If you don't start none, won't be none, right?
Yeah, but also there's like a list of people as long as you're on that Candy has helped. Who has Sheree helped?
I don't know.
Ever with anything? Nothing. No one.
Have you seen? What did I see? Did I see? Was it a sneak peek or a clip or a flashback or something? See, all of the internets are confusing me right now. It's
very confusing.
Of her cousin, was it Melvin, the big guy
the chef?
Yeah, that got shot.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Mm.
So he's on Atlanta, I think.
Oh.
Or something. This is what I mean. I don't know if I dreamt it. Where did I see this? Anyway, they're in one of their restaurants. The editing suite. They're in one of their restaurants. Todd and Candy, and they're tasting out new food. And he's there and he's got his arm in this thing. So it had to be. No, it was on Atlanta because they was the confessionals. All the other girls were talking about it in confessionals. And he had his arm in a sling recently after he got shot.
Okay. That feels like it was a lifetime ago.
Producer came out, so they broke the fourth wall in this clip. Producer came out and said, we need to have a conversation about the elephant in the room. And Todd and Candy both said, we're not discussing it. It's a legal situation. We can't talk about it on camera. And then something happens and then they eat some food. And then Candy says to him, like, reluctantly, so are you good? Like, and he's like, yeah, I'm cool. And then the other girls,
fine.
Yeah, it was a really blasé kind of conversation. I think they were just doing it to appease production. And And then the other girls were like, Sheree, through the jab, or every time I go to Old Lady Gang, am I going to have to get worried about, what was it? Something and bullets. Like a B word, a food that begins with B. And then
biscuits and bullets.
Biscuits and bullets, something like that, yeah.
Okay.
And then the other girls were like, this is ridiculous. Awful. When you get brought into your place of work or whatever, and then someone shoots him. So basically, a guy came into the restaurant that they knew. He was drunk. He worked there or something. Melvin or Marvin, whatever his name is, asked him to leave. They went out into the parking lot and then he shot him. It's the gist of it. But yeah, it's a sneak peek for an episode. I don't know how I saw it, but I saw it. The girls talked about it. So it was definitely an episode of Atlanta that I watched.
But that doesn't sound like... Yeah. Oh, this is like a weird fever dream you've had. Right? Prediction.
I should be on this show. Just saying.
I think I can see sort of both sides of that. I'm not sure if I'd want to go places where customers shoot people.
Let's be clear. None of those women are eating an Old Lady Gang.
No, that's true.
They're not supporting Candy.
You can't fucking get in. Everybody's always queuing. They're not going to queue.
Well, I tried to tell one of the dance mums, she was going to Atlanta on business. I said, you got to go to OLG for food. And she was like...
that they seem hardly open. When I watched that spin-off, it just seemed like chaos.
Yeah. Chaos and confusion.
Anyway. So, Todd is writing many films. He's a screenwriter now. Or a director. What is he? A producer? No, he wants Candy to be the producer.
He's writing.
He's writing. He's a screenwriter. Well, I wonder if he's on strike now.
That would solve their problems, wouldn't it?
He needs to fucking buck up and get on board, doesn't he?
Well, I mean, the family, like,
what does he do in the 9 till 3 o'clock hours?
He's supposed to be running the many restaurants that they have,
but he doesn't.
Yeah.
Fucking do your writing then. Or don't be in the kitchen.
Yeah, that pissed me off.
Why are you at the kitchen fucking table?
Yeah,
it blows my mind. Because you're not being, is the illusion meant to be that you're being present? Because you're not. You're just pissing you're pissing off 2 sets of people.
Yeah. And then the person on the other end of the call, he's already said that his family's upset. Obviously, they can hear Candy singing a little tune in the background. And then they're like, well, do you want to run through some more? Bitch, who are you?
They're probably the person holding the purse strings going, I have to pay for another day of this.
I'll be questioning who this bitch is and why she thinks like she can control my day and my time. This is how it starts, you know, Rosie.
Okay. So we go to the Ross's house.
Oh.
We go, what's their kid called? Deuce manipulating everybody for the popsicles.
I love that.
I love
that so much. I love that. So when she tried to get him to eat something, he was like, do you pinky promise it tastes good? And then it doesn't.
I just love the like, did he ask you for a popsicle? Yeah.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Okay, so where are we standing on the assistant brother-in-law sister thinks she's being unreasonable situation?
This is like the worst fucking plan. I'm on the sister's side.
Oh. Okay.
I just think, why does Sanya need an assistant? For what?
He said she's booked and busy. He went for a list of things that she needed.
He went through a list of things that he can't do. That doesn't prove anything. Everyone's got shit to do. It doesn't mean they've got enough shit that they need another person to organize. And why would you choose that man? Because he's meant to be in real estate. Yeah,
but apparently he can't get a job. So she's trying to help him out. So they're living in their house rent-free, eating her food for free. The sister, if the sister's responsible for that wig... I don't
believe that I would like
If the sister is responsible for that wig as a hairstylist, bitch needs to start to pay rent or do my hair for free. Because that's bad. Okay?
I would like to see the financial breakdown of the house. I'd like to see how it all works. Because they're renting that house.
Are they?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I don't. I just feel it. I just feel it in my bones.
But they put a new kitchen in. I'm not putting a new kitchen in a house I'm renting.
Yeah, but people are stupid.
And then I'm also not spending 100 grand on a party when I could put down a down payment on £1 million house.
Maybe. Who knows? I just think I think everyone's a dickhead in the situation, but I think it's just a terrible idea.
Yeah. You do need to have boundaries. I fully agree.
You need to have boundaries. She is making the sister be a pain, like be the baddie.
Yeah.
He's clearly not going to be a good personal assistant.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I just feel like if you're going to be my personal assistant, be my personal assistant.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why me asking you to do stuff, multiple things in one day, is an issue.
Yeah,
when I'm paying you to be my assistant. That's the
basics of the job description, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And also being like, well, it's 11 o'clock at night. It's like, well, yeah, but if that's the hours she keeps, that's the business.
Yeah, but I understand this schedule and routine thing. Like, I can't.
Yeah, for the kids, you can't come in and be like, yeah, go outside and play when it's dinner time. But if you want a 9 to 5 and she doesn't run a 9 to 5, then it doesn't work.
No, this is true. But I can't be around people in general that don't stick to some kind of schedule or routine. Like, what are you doing with your life?
I try very hard to be in a schedule.
Like, it's just no, but I mean, your kids wake up at the same time every day.
Yeah.
They eat breakfast.
Yeah.
You do stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think it's very rigid.
Yeah, it's not rigid in terms of like you have to be here at a certain time, but you have a structure to your day. Like, I know that we all have an open communication where we don't really talk to each other between the hours of 5 and 7:30 because we know we're either doing dinner or bath time.
Yeah.
Or we're sending each other messages saying that we're going to kill one of our children because we're doing dinner or bath time.
I just think how quickly would stuff unravel. But then also she's got all those people, hasn't she? That's what we said, isn't it? Like, how much support does she need?
I do think the second baby, her sister's got a 4 and a 5-year-old. So and you're telling me you can't have another child when your child is walking, talking, trying to manipulate you for popsicles. You could tell that child to wait a second while I change his other baby's nappy.
Yeah.
Come on now. Ridiculous.
What
happens next?
What happens next? We see Marlo. It's Taco Tuesday.
Her stylist, or is that when the kids?
No, that's later. We see her first with the kids and the life coach.
And they're making dinner, and they're talking about the homemade. They are just such good young men, aren't they? It's adorable. I love them so much.
I felt it was like it felt correct.
Yeah, it did.
Like she acknowledged that the sister was out, but she hasn't made contact, but she just was like, and we're doing this.
Yeah. I really want to be able to have enough money to have dinner china based on which meal I'm having. They had Taco Tuesday plates.
They had taco plates, yeah.
Why can't I afford that? It's not fair.
You can.
Can I?
Maybe not, because you maybe have too much of a rotation of meals. But if you have 6 rotation of meals, 7, you probably could. Yeah, that'd be fine. You just have to cut it down. Maybe you just have to have like chicken plates, pasta plates.
Oh yes, I do have specific pasta bowl things. Yeah. You know the half bowl plate.
Yeah.
That they have. Yeah, one of those ones. Yeah, I have those for pasta. And I also use those for sausage and mash.
Yeah, well, there you go. You're nearly there.
It makes a great gravy.
That's what you're supposed to have a Yorkshire pudding for.
Yes.
Right, so Marlo is learning gentle parenting, which is not her instinct, but she's learning it, and they're gonna have a mission statement and a picture. What do you think about this?
I think I need to understand gentle parenting because it's not I related to that a lot because that's not how I parent. I mean, I respect them and I listen to them. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. We do have conversations about stuff. I don't dictate everything, but it is a because I said so type of situation 90% of the time. And I do yell a lot. But my kids don't really take it seriously when I yell. I think I've overused it.
Yeah, that's what's happened to me. Nobody fucking listens. Get me on fire.
But I love it. I love the fact that she's recognised an issue there. I love the fact that she realises that's how she was raised and she doesn't like it.
Yeah.
And she's trying to do something.
And they've come to her significantly, she hasn't had them since babies, and it's not like they've had a gentle road to getting to her, is it? And
no, and they seem
and
to
she's being intentional.
Yeah,
even if you don't do it or win or do it all, the fact that you're putting it out there that you're trying to be better and you're trying to make it work, I think is really.
But I think it all boils down to everything that we always say in general about most things is communication is a key. She's sitting down and she's making them part of the process, and she's saying to them, look, I know I'm this way, but I really want to be this way. Can you help me get there? Because I want it to be for us.
And she said she fucked up.
Yes. And not many parents admit that they've done something wrong.
Yeah, because we expect our kids to say sorry and acknowledge when they do something wrong. And if we don't do that, how will it shows that being sorry and admitting that you've done wrong is something to be embarrassed or ashamed about.
Absolutely.
So I thought that was great.
Yeah, enjoyed that. I want them to make me tacos.
I think it's lovely.
I think it's great. And the way that they were talking about the homework, and it's they know that things need to be done.
They're getting into the schedule and the process and all of those things, the things that are driving Sanya's sister mental.
Yeah, but that's the thing as well. That's kids thrive in those situations. They need to know that this is what's next and this is what's not next and this is the thing. And
when you're a teenager, your whole brain is rewiring. the kind of day to day, all the stuff that you have to do has to be on autopilot for you to get through.
Yeah, because all you're thinking about is going to the bathroom to rub one off.
Yeah, and or that like you're the ugliest thing in the history of society, or like do you mean being a teenager is terrifying?
I wouldn't do it again if you paid me.
No.
I'd barely do my 20s again.
Yeah, I'm getting to that point.
Like I think my 30s was where I thrived.
I'm really starting to look forward to my 40s. I think it's going to be the win.
Let's not.
You know,
I'm looking forward to no more periods. Maybe I'm looking forward to my 50s.
Oh yeah, that seems like a way off.
Is it though? Not that far.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, this is turned. We go. So then we go to Sheree's house to work out, and obviously we know that Sanya is ripped, but fucking hell,
those abs.
That's insane.
I don't feel like she had those abs last season. I feel like she had abs, but now she's got abs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's a lot of abs.
It's intense.
Like you could grate cheese on her stomach.
Dear God.
It's a lot. Wow. Yeah, she makes me feel bad about myself.
See, I feel like she's so far away, it's incomparable. Like I don't feel bad because my neck isn't as long as a giraffe's. This is an unattainable goal.
I suppose it's how men feel about like horses and penises, right? It's the same thing. Yeah, it's like, well,
we're gonna do. There's nothing I could possibly do to be comparable, so just be in awe.
Yeah, her abs are insane.
Yeah. So they do a bit of working out. Then who turns up? Courtney. Right. How are you feeling about Courtney?
I hate this bitch.
Yeah, okay, good. Me too.
Why are you coming? Like, she looks like she's drunk. She looks like she's not all there. She has a jewelry line that she had to drop in within 5 seconds of being on camera. Like, if your jewelry line was making money and it was doing a thing, we'd know who you were, bitch. Because Atlanta's not that big.
No.
One of the females would have brought you in or mentioned that they were wearing it, or you would have been tagged on Instagram. Something would have happened. We would have known. So relax. And second of all, don't come for Candy about, I thought she was worldwide. I thought she was, fuck you.
She plays this so fucking badly.
And then she pops up on Candy at the bottom. Listen, I've been waiting for Candy to be at season 2 Candy. No. So she only came in, I think, on season 2. Whatever. Her first season.
Yeah.
That's the Candy that we just saw.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm here for it. Here for it.
Yeah. But I thought, what is she playing at? And all of it, like, I didn't like the boots. I didn't like any of it. I was just like, no.
Sheree brought her on because she's upset with Candy and she felt like she could take Candy down. And I think this is what they're trying to, I've said this before.
Yeah,
I think
that's the MO.
I think this is the takedown season of Candy, and I don't think it's going to work personally, but they can try.
I think it'll upset her. I think they'll wound her.
Yeah, but that's the thing, because she's a genuinely decent person.
Yeah.
Like, she's never going out to be malicious in any way. That's not the point of what she's trying to do. And she'll lose sleep over it. Like, she's, yeah.
So aside from Courtney, they have the conversation about her. Is it Marcel or Martel?
Martel, like the whiskey. Is it or cognac? What is it?
Oh, pass.
Yeah, it's a brown liquor.
They haven't put a label on it, but they are being intentional, which seems like a contradiction to me.
We're not exclusive, but you can't sleep with anyone else.
Yeah, that's exactly my interpretation. I'm like, sorry, what? I don't know what to do. Because now we're supposed to be upset that he's cheating on you, but you've not put a label on it. You haven't said you're exclusive.
Yeah.
So is he doing anything wrong?
No. I suppose not.
You're just intentionally. I hate things like intentional. Like what does that mean? That's too vague of a term to imply something specific.
Well,
I think this is about when people try and bullshit you that things are like when, you know, there are loads of clothing lines that are conscious. Like, what the fuck does that mean? You were awake when you made this. not a thing. Tell me the real thing. So I think being intentional just means when he's with her, he's only with her.
Yeah. I think I'm just going to take out my bun because I realise I'm still rocking the ballet bun. I think these women get so angry when it's like, so they've made this announcement that they're not exclusive, but they're intentionally dating.
They've not put a label. They haven't said they're not exclusive. They said they've not put a label on it.
Okay, fine. They've not put a label on it, but then they get all upset when these men are creeping around on these streets because these streets be talking. I wish my street spoke. I don't hear anything. Let me just put that out there. But like, is it because they're running up in them bareback? And they're now thinking, I'm going to have to go to the clinic. Is that why they're actually upset? Because I can't understand why you're getting upset. If you've not put a label on it and you've not said that you're exclusively dating or you're not being with anybody else, why are you so mad when he's out here on these streets?
I think
is
it's
it because
she
you're going
is
to have to make a
exclusively
clinic?
dating him.
Yeah, but they've not had a conversation. Is
They're
it
not good at the conversations, are they? Or the actual, like any of them.
Make him wear a condom and then you won't have to be worrying about him running up in other people. Like, shit.
Or go out and get some other dick.
Absolutely, because you will not struggle to get dick, Sheree.
Except I think she will, because I think everyone at Atlanta's like, no, she's insane. Like,
Yes,
she twists and she's a lot.
She is a lot.
She is high maintenance.
Yeah, she is high maintenance, but then she was married to Bob Whitfield for a really long time. So how high maintenance is she?
I don't know. Okay.
Anyway, go on.
We go to the party.
My favourite part in the party was when Marlo is standing behind them all having an argument and sipping the drink.
Breaking her fucking neck, leaning over people.
Like, for once, I'm not in the drama. But I
like,
want to be there
it's
when
all
the tea
happening,
is
not
spilled.
me.
Fucking loved that. Absolutely loved it.
So Ralph turns up. He's not with Drew because they hate each other. We know they're getting divorced.
Yeah, at this point, anything he says is just like, yeah, right.
We know it's like, but he doesn't even bother to try and have one lie. He's like, she's ill. It's a family emergency. I'm like, what a day.
It's a crisis. No, it's a crisis.
It's a crisis. Like, what is it? Is it ill? Is she ill? Or is there a crisis?
And you killed me. You are married to the crisis. Why are you not at the crisis?
So he's obviously decided he's going to be on camera as much as possible, regardless.
Yeah. Well, he needs the paycheck, doesn't he?
Yeah. And then the Rosses arrive and she's dragging him in and she's making a speech and she spent all the money on the party.
Yeah. $100 grand though.
$100 grand. Turns out nobody likes cigars. Why has everybody got a cigar bar at everything? No one likes them.
No.
Because that must cost a fortune.
Yeah. Like, a lot.
So, note to everyone, don't do that. Nobody likes them.
Yeah.
Do you know anyone who smokes cigars? That's people like my dad's age, isn't it?
My dad used to smoke cigars. And we used to make him go to the end of the garden.
Oh, they reek.
And even then we could still smell it.
Mm.
He thought it was a way for him to give up smoking. He said, yeah, because he doesn't inhale.
Yeah, I've heard this and I don't understand it, but I don't understand.
But I'm sure that's, I don't know. Anyway.
Do you just give up because it's really expensive?
Well, yeah, I mean, that is a thing. But no, I don't know anyone who smokes cigars now.
So then Sheree and Martell arrive and the community property line comes up. They say that he's community property.
Wait, what? Start again? How is this?
Yeah, so Candy says that Martell is community property.
Oh. Yes, I remember this
out
now.
And putting it about.
Yeah.
And who is it who says, like, watch me date all these dumb dudes? And that's what I mean. How can no one see that, like, these are not good men?
Yeah. Doesn't it? Kenya does a confessional where she names the TV shows after the things.
Maybe.
Yeah. I know, it's really funny.
Which thinks
like, she's like, I don't know, Captain, I don't like, she, oh my God, I can't remember it, but it's hilarious. Like, she has a confessional moment and she's talking about these guys, dating the dumb dudes, and she's like, I want to watch the show of him dating this guy. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And then we get into, I mean, Courtney is coming, right? She's come strong. It's episode 1. She's making a fucking fight with Candy.
But that never works. In the history of Housewives, the one that comes in as a friend of, that starts some shit with an OG in the first opening sequence of an episode, does not last.
It's not going to go well.
Monietta is coming back. The other chick that she threw a bone at last
Mary
season,
one,
where is she?
Gone.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I know I've been watching Housewives a long time, but like, bitch, do your research.
But so why does this Sheray's new dude, why does he have beef with Candy and Todd?
Because Candy called him out for who he really is, and he doesn't like it.
And he's come back is that she's short.
Yes.
Like, oh.
I think Candy will tell you she's short.
I think she's aware.
Who would you rather be, an opportunist
She's gonna be like,
with no money, or short with Candy's money?
She's gonna be like, I'm short and still fucking made it in a world that loves tall people. I'm still fucking
and I'm
worldwide.
a dark-skinned black woman too.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch. Oh.
I mean, maybe it hits a little differently with Todd, because he is short.
Yeah, but he probably hits it fine. Not differently, just
stood
fine.
on a book.
Listen, you're all the same size laying down, especially when you're Candy and Todd, okay?
Compact.
Oh, you're mean.
I am, because I am 5'3".
Yeah, but you like tall men.
Maybe 5'4" in the morning. I could get away with.
You're 5'4" in the morning.
I think I'm 5'4".
Then what happens for the rest of the day?
I think I squash a bit.
Oh my God, you're a dickhead.
My thoughts, what are your predictions then for New Jersey? What's happening?
For New Jersey?
No, for Atlanta.
They're all just going to be scrapping with each other. I don't feel like this is going to be a harmonious season. And I think right now it's really fun because the shade bombs are coming from everywhere and I'm loving it and I'm lapping it up because it's funny. But I reckon by episode 4, I'm going to be like, I can't watch these women fight anymore. Because they go too far. Like, they cut so deep. And it's not like the other franchises where, okay, they fight, but it's like superficial digs. Like, it's not real shit.
No, it's
like,
the real premise of who they are as people.
We're like tired of watching the Judases and the Gorgas fight, but like, we're over it. It's surface level at this point. It's all bullshit. When Beverly Hills girls fight, it's like, who leaks stories to the press? Okay. But when the Atlanta women fight, it is ruthless. They go hard. They go for families. They go for kids. They go everywhere. And I don't know how many funny Shade Assassin jokes I can watch before I'm like, I can't do this anymore. It's too much for me.
I think I might tip away from Kenya, I think, this season. I think she might. Because I liked her last season, and I think she might go back to the kind of, oh no, it's too much, I can't handle it. I'm starting to worry for everyone, including her.
She gets really... Yeah. I don't like the way Kenya fights. I like Kenya when she throws fun shade. I like fun shade when she's reading someone over something stupid.
Yeah,
but
great.
When she's fighting, she goes so low.
It's like mean and unpredictable.
Yeah. And then when Marlo this is the thing that cracks me up as well. When her and Marlo fight, and Marlo matches what she's saying in terms of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like,
cruelty.
Yes, cruelty. Exactly the word I was looking for. When Marlo matches her for that, Kenya's like all wounded and acts like the thing she said was the worst possible thing in the world. And I'm like, bitch, you just said that. Like,
it's like a class thing, though, isn't it?
Kenya's not classy.
Or
She
like
grew up in Detroit.
but it's like a vocabulary thing. Kenya can say it in a way that if it was printed out, it doesn't sound as awful. But the way she delivers it, it is awful.
Yeah.
Whereas if you read the transcript of Marlo, you'd be like, oh, well, yeah, of course that bitch hates you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, she's called Marlo a prostitute.
Yeah.
She's called Marlo, like, every situation you can ever imagine, she's, like, come for Marlo for.
Yeah.
And then Marlo makes one comment about her mum or whatever, Kenya's mum. And then it's like, oh, you went below the belt, was too far. I'm like, well, she's been pushing that all season.
Yeah.
It's too far.
And that's why you think, I think it would be very hard to be married to Kenya.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's the same as Sheree. I don't think I'd like to do it.
I think she's crazy. It's like when she dated that guy. Remember the guy a couple of seasons ago, Matt, I think his name was, and he was like smashing out the windows
and stuff. Yeah,
and he was like, "You are intentionally manipulative and deceptive," and I'm like, "Yeah, you know what?
Doesn't sound wrong."
No, I mean, I'm not saying I condone.
Don't smash her windows, but
he did to her. But the things he was saying, I'm like, I don't know.
Sounded believable.
I'm not sure if I think he's wrong.
Do you think? So we know the Drew Ralph of it will happen. How much do you think Candy and Todd are going to get rocked? I think they will get rocked. I think there's already pressure there, but I don't think they're going to break.
No, I don't think Candy and Todd will break. I think they both need to have an honest, like, viewpoint of themselves. I think their opinion of each other about each other doesn't count to them. Like, I don't think they care. I don't think Candy cares that Todd thinks she works too much and she's never around and she's not available to work on his projects. And I don't think Todd cares that she's upset that he's not spending more time with the family. I think they need to see it for themselves, about themselves. And I think until that happens, it's never going to get resolved because they both think that they're doing the right thing.
Yeah. They're both,
you know what I mean?
They're both beladening it.
Yeah. Essentially.
I think Todd needs to not be on the show.
Oh, okay.
I don't want him to not be on the show, but I think it's better for them.
Yeah.
Because it puts him in a place he's trying to prove he's not.
Yeah.
He's trying to prove he's not in her shadow. He's trying to prove he's not a showrunner or whatever he was. Like everybody who is a writer and a director was those jobs. Nobody walked into director film. Other than Sofia Coppola, but generally people don't.
People don't. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. New Jersey. What's happening in New Jersey?
I can't remember anything about Jersey. Unfortunately.
We meet the twins. Marilyn and Carolyn. Is that what they're called?
Marilyn and Carolyn, yeah. Right? Maz and Kaz.
Their mum was taking the piss.
And she dropped Barbara Streisand in this 1,800 times.
I mean, I want to go. I want to see her family albums, right? We got Barbara Streisand, we got James Gandolfini. Who else we got? Who are we learning about next episode?
I don't know. I'm obsessed.
It sounds fun.
I enjoyed them fighting over the drinks in Marge's kitchen. And
I've got two.
Yeah.
I like it when they said, you've got everything here except plates.
Yeah.
There's a whole fucking table set over there.
It's too much for me. I died. But so I was looking at the twins and I was like, Jen looks like her mum, but doesn't look like her aunt. Aren't they? How does that work?
I have no idea. I can't tell them apart. I couldn't see that. That's some psychic shit you've got there.
No, I was looking at it and I was like, she really looks like her mum, but she doesn't look like her aunt at all. They're so bizarre to me.
I would like to see the cousins.
I'd like to see all four of them. Wiving.
Yeah, I would like to see Jen and her
sister,
and then Carolyn's two daughters. I'd like to see that lined up, please.
Yeah.
And her mum has been married 4 times. Is that right? Was that what she said?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And her aunt was the stable, so that's nice. And then Marge says that Danielle is used to being the centre of attention, which I think is right.
Oh, she's the queen of her own universe, isn't she?
Yeah.
Then
we have the family dinner. The family, the Catania family dinner.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my days.
What the fuck did Brittany wear to dinner?
I don't know, but the Playdate comment had me howling. And the way she stroked her hair too, it was so patronising.
But she doesn't know she's being patronised.
No, she doesn't. And I don't even know if Gabrielle was trying to be patronising. I think she was genuinely going,
no,
sweetie.
She was like, oh, hun.
Yeah, like, oh, you just go lay down and break my dad's bed. Like, you just go lay down. Oh, I loved it. But the kids didn't look too impressed when the kids said they were getting married.
The kids don't want to do any of this. There was a lot of looking at each other, wasn't there?
Yeah, a lot.
I think Frankie relies on her to talk for him.
I think because he's
nice.
He's so beautifully, like, he wants to be so beautifully taken, like he doesn't want to upset his mum.
He wants to be in control.
He doesn't want to do any of that stuff, and he just doesn't want to come across as the bad guy.
Yeah.
That I couldn't take it when Frank was getting all emotional.
Oh yeah,
they
were getting red off. Everyone was getting all red.
Paulie was telling his journey of coming from the island, and he didn't speak any English.
And he's like, you got me. You're busting my balls. And she's like, what?
Excuse me while I die. But then if you think that Teresa said was in English, like in Jersey,
they don't fucking know.
It's a different. I don't know.
Everybody thinks they're Irish there. Like the Irish population is so big. Do you hear anybody speak Irish?
It's not even a
language.
You
hear people speak Italian, don't you? The Italians speak Italian. None of the Irish people are speaking Gaelic.
No, they're really not. They're really not.
I thought it was nice that Gabby said nice things about Paul's kids. That was like a nice touch.
Yeah.
Also, Brittany ordered filet mignon well done.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Like, if you're having it well done, just have a burger.
Yeah. There's no point, is there?
Yeah.
Like, she's ordering because she thinks it's an expensive thing to order.
She thinks that's posh, and because she eats protein, because she's like a bodybuilder, isn't she? Like that.
Yeah, but it's nothing to do with the fact that it's an actual...
It's nice.
Yeah.
I loved when they talked about how proud everyone was being proud of everybody, and how when Gabby was 3, she declared that she wanted to be a dog doctor, not a vet. I thought that was adorable. But you're right. They're not impressed at the idea of.
Frankie
said, and Frankie said, I didn't imagine either of you, like anybody, getting married again.
Yeah.
I think they want to be on board, but it was like a bridge too far.
Yeah, it was a bit like, oh, okay, right. Like, what if she changes her name? Dolores, what's his name? O'Connell? McLaughlin. Something Irish.
I think it's just Connell.
Not O'Connell.
I don't know. Oh. I might have made this up entirely.
Someone let us know what Paulie's surname is, please. I could Google it, but I really can't be bothered.
Though it's like we've talked about before, isn't it? Dolores is fucking magic. Like, before they got married, Frank put a house in her name.
Blew my mind.
Talk about the big gestures.
Oh, she loves it. That pussy shoots diamonds.
Yeah.
I know, it's got like.
I mean, look at what it's made.
I know.
You're not wrong.
I mean, it's got extra parts in it that massages and sucks while she sits on it. I don't know what's in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was sad. I felt like the enlarging of the family is really just the nail in the coffin that we're not going to see Frankie and Gabby. That's what that means. Yeah, I think they're like done. They're saying, look, our lives are set up. You do this. This is the focus.
Oh,
we don't want to be here. I know.
That's really sad.
Yeah. I think they'll be together like in real life. I don't think we're going to get to see it.
Oh, I don't want that to happen.
No. I am so intrigued as to who Gabby would choose as a partner.
Yeah, I don't know. Could it be like a cool, kind of relaxed, chilled out kind of guy? Would it be intense and like ragey like Frank? Would it be smart? Would it be dumb?
I don't think he'll be ragey, but I think he might be very like buttoned up.
Okay.
I don't know. But it could go either way. Like if you said she was dating someone in their 50s, I'd be like, yep, that works.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. I always thought she'd go really well with Albie Mando.
Oh.
The older, not the dad.
Yeah. No.
The older son. I just always thought they'd go, because he's quite serious, but he has a good time, and he's got like a cheeky smile, and he's still a bit Jersey, you know?
Yeah, a bit Jersey. I think they need to be a shade prettier than that.
I think Albie Manzo is an attractive boy.
Okay, let's look what he looks like now.
Okay.
Just think the men there don't look after their skin.
No, fair. Fair.
Interesting though. Yeah, let's answers on a postcard. Who should Gabby be dating?
Yeah, what kind of man would you set Gabrielle Catania
Not necessarily
up with?
man.
Yeah, I can see her being into the females.
Yeah.
Like more of her, like her speed conversationally. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, with an athlete. Okay.
Just like the quiet, grounded one that snags like an athlete that keeps him thing.
Oh, I was thinking a female athlete.
Oh. Yeah, I went straight for a male athlete.
Like they must have a football team there.
Okay.
Not that you have to be gay to be a female footballer. It's just quite a high percentage.
Are we talking about soccer or NFL?
Yeah, soccer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Yeah. Listen,
okay. I'm going to look that up.
Hot.
See. Yeah, oh God, yeah.
Female England hot. Wait, mate. Absolutely.
Okay. Teresa. Her dog is called Rosie. That upset me.
Why? You're a bitch. She's a bitch. Why are you upset?
Yeah, but she's a blonde.
Oh, is that way? Okay, you're upset because she's a blonde. Okay.
Teresa,
I think her cousin Rosie should be more upset about that.
Yeah, I'm more that kind of a Rosie. Like, I'm never going to be a retriever. I'm not ever really happy to see anyone.
No, this is true. This is true.
So she wants Louis and his mum to do a special dance at the wedding.
No, she said, "Are you going to?"
Okay.
I'm okay with it. I just need to know. And it kind of felt like she was pushing him to do it. Like it wasn't something he'd ever thought about. But now he's like, oh, let's do it because I think my mum's hot and I want to suck her titties.
Right. Okay. Quite a psychological jump there. Sure.
No, in all seriousness, I don't understand why the internet went nuts because he called his mum a sexy thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
He was that's not the things that are wrong with Louis.
No, absolutely. After this episode, my level of fear towards Louis like hit astronomical heights.
It's high.
He scares the shit out of me.
The thing is, we know they're still alive now. That's what we have to go on.
God, you know, we keep saying about, like, we worry he's going to do something. Could you imagine what Joe Judice would do? I know we keep saying Melania is the problem, but Juicy Joe, mate, he knows some people.
But it's what he does, because he's so, like, because I think he sort of believes his bullshit, doesn't he? Because there's a chance that Louis going to murder Joe Gorga.
Yeah, but we're okay. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Fine.
If there's one less Gorga in the world, I'm not that upset. Feel bad for the kids, but I think they'll survive. We're all good.
I'm not even sure they'd notice.
Yeah, well, okay, there we go. So, not that I condone violence or murdering at all, unless you were talking about Roachel, then I fully condone it and I encourage it. But
yeah, I mean, he's bonkers, right? He makes me sick. And he's like manipulating her, like,
the way
memories.
She's looking at him, like,
she looks terrified.
And also, I think she's confused because I don't think she's seen this side. Like, you know, she was saying in her confessionals, like, she's never seen him react like this before. He's, like, so angry. And the way her face was when he was talking to her, I think it was a genuine, I don't know, this is a side of
I don't know where to look.
He showed me and I don't know what to do about it.
And she's so, like, open and forthright with her body language. You can read her like a book, and she was like head down, shoulders in.
Yeah.
Like, and defense position.
Like, and her eyes are darting around, like, looking for somewhere to, like, for refuge.
And he, like, explained to her how the only time she'd ever fought with Juicy Joe was because of her brother. And you could see her being like, yeah, I'm buying into the story. Sure, that's the answer. I'm like, no, you're just terrified.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, he calls him trash and all this.
A rat on the street. He'd rather have a conversation with a rat on the street, and
yeah, it's bad. It's bad. And then it's like juxtaposed with like Danielle doing like stock take in her basement. I was like, oh God.
I don't buy this brother story. I don't buy any of it. It's like he just doesn't talk to his mum and his sister. I think those two don't see what they've done.
Yes.
And the brother,
but I find it very unlikely that it was just like, and then we did a complete 180 and nobody spoke to each other.
The brother's taking the wife's side.
Yeah.
Because they've done something to the wife, or they tried something with the wife. I don't necessarily think they were trying to do anything maliciously, but it's like, if my sister-in-law and my mother-in-law were trying to tell me how to have my wedding, tried to run my household, how to do all the rest of it, I'd be like, you need to back the fuck off. This is my life.
But
this is nothing to do with you.
Things haven't been going great up until that point, though, that someone said, and then what we'll do is just never talk to them ever again in unison. We'll just turn off completely. Things weren't fine. It wasn't over Instagram. Instagram was the last thing.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like,
you were just dumb to it.
I don't think anything is malicious. I just think that they have not got a clue what they've done.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, maybe.
They haven't worked it out that they're the problem.
Yeah. And he's allowed to choose his wife.
Absolutely. I'd like to think that I would get chosen if they were being unreasonable. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I'm not asking you to choose anyone. I'm not asking there to be beef. I'm not asking for a conflict. I'm not doing any of that.
But if all it ever is every conversation makes you upset, just don't do it.
Absolutely.
And I know people will say, oh, it's a shame about the baby and it makes everything harder, but I'm not sure if you owe people stuff just because you share genes with them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Her hangers were the wrong way on her clothes rack. It really upset me.
I don't understand. What?
Well, hangers should go a certain way.
Why?
But also they were just because it's right.
Okay.
Because that's the law.
Oh, listeners, I've got my head in my hands.
But also she had them going in opposite directions over the rail. So some from this side, some from the far side.
I know, you have to have them all I agree, they have to be all the same way.
Yes.
I don't necessarily know if I agree they have to. Oh, wait. I hook mine on. I don't underhook
Of course you don't. You're not a sociopath.
Okay, so I do it the right way then?
You should always be hooking it on, but it should be leaning to the right, facing forward. Yeah, I find it really weird that her mum was like, I'm sorry if I did anything wrong. I'm like, well, there's no point saying that.
On TV?
On TV, not to him.
Speak to your son that you
write a fucking letter.
I can't ever imagine not having access to my child. Like, I don't know. So, like, there's this a good sidebar into, like, the food conversation in a way. Because it's like...
They really edited that, really. That was sly. Because initially they made it look like he wasn't into that at all. And then you came back and you saw the whole conversation and I was like, oh, I feel relieved.
His little face when he lit up, though, when he was remembering when he met Roachel for the first... Like,
he looks so sweet.
I kind of hate the fact that I believe they're using that for a storyline because I feel like it's a genuine part of their life.
Yeah.
Like, it's a real thing.
For him.
They're just doing it now because they want TV.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of feel that about their whole, like, their entire family. Like, that little kid is so fucking cute.
I can't stand Gia. She just destroys me. Every time she's on TV, I can't take it.
How is she so cute just by wearing shoes?
The gladiator sandal, mate. The gladiator in the sandal finished me off when she made something at preschool and she had to go get it from the playroom. Oh, just...
When she said you gotta have breakfast. No. I'm like, how do I find that adorable when I fucking hate that every day? Yeah, just her face being like, okay then, I'll try.
Yeah. Next up, you will be hungry. Okay.
Yeah, no. fair enough. Yeah, I thought it was nice, but I think it's clickbait. I think they're, like you say, they're doing it for story.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of... I hadn't until this episode thought that John, and what is his name? Jaden looked alike, but they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. He's just
because all you can see with John is the drawn on. So I watched that scene as part of Jersey with Dan, and he was like, "Why does that man look like that?" So even he's like, "What's happened? What's happened to him?" I was trying to explain everything, and he just kept being like, "But why does what?"
Can't ever in my entire lifetime, and the amount of people I know and the social circles that I move in, ever imagine Dan watching an episode of Housewives.
He doesn't. He didn't. He lasted 2 scenes.
Just thinking, I'm gonna go read a good book. Like, what is this?
What are you fucking wasting your life doing?
They're butchering the English language. They can't tell a story to save their lives. There is no concept here whatsoever that I can relate to. Oh, I love Dan so much.
So we saw the Aidens. I got very confused because I thought that the brother went back to Turkey was the gay brother, but clearly not.
No, this is the other brother.
The other brother. So she's bought them an apartment. She's renting them an apartment.
Yes.
Because she's such a nice person.
Yes.
She's using Bill's money to rent them an apartment.
Yeah.
Because so that she then sits in and bitches about Bill to a woman who has just arrived, doesn't speak very good English, and it's just like, the fuck is happening? And to her brother, who could give, like, he's just like, well, what are you gonna do? Tradition.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm like, that's like... Also, how is he so bad at having a jewelry business?
Well, he closed his jewelry business during COVID, didn't he? Because wasn't that the brother that had the shop?
Yeah.
She kicked off about when they bought Teresa the necklace.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. But then he went to Turkey.
To have his baby.
And had a jewelry business there, which didn't do very well. Because they're not known for wearing a lot of gold.
But
try
also,
harder.
Let's be clear. She's married to a plastic surgeon and went somewhere else for surgery.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't think this family makes sound financial decisions.
This is true. Yeah. And then they're getting ready for the pie. Because everybody's dressing up in 20s gear all the fucking time. And Olivia thinks, I love Olivia with the cigarette holder. She's like, it just feels cool. So, but we didn't really get to the party, but I don't understand what the party is. At Paul's house.
It's an Irish something.
It's an Irish prohibition party.
But
even though prohibition didn't happen in Ireland.
No, if it was
the Irish didn't particularly be involved in prohibition. It's not like, I mean, I'm sure some booze came from Ireland, but it's not like that's like a big narrative. And also the then aesthetic of the party seemed to be fill the house with balloons, like hot, and so many balloons in every room. And
then the Irish flag. I saw a lot of green, white and gold.
But then there was a whole room full of blue balloons.
It was very bizarre.
I just think they've got some sort of balloon friend. And Paulie's personality is that he's Irish.
Yeah, okay. That checks out. That checks out. We should go back on Instagram and see if they've tagged people in the post.
Tag balloon people?
Yeah.
Everyone's trying to get dressed. Louis says he's going to wear black tie. Even though he's not. He's wearing like a checked suit.
Didn't he say he was just going to wear a black tie with the
No, he
suit?
said he was going black tie.
Oh, is that what he said? Oh, because
when
we say that means you're going like tuxedo.
Yeah, and a bow tie. Yeah.
Not the colour of your tie is black. So
But also, if the colour of your tie is black, you're just like, yeah, it's not just specifically about the tie. The main thing that people can see is your suit, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. And I don't think he dresses that well. Sorry, Teresa.
God, no. I mean, he's making an effort, isn't he, supposedly, because he's putting a suit on, because often he, like, rocks up and it's, like, fancy dress.
In a white t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He's the type of guy that you go in his wardrobe and it's just white t-shirts.
Yeah, just
everywhere.
Shades of grey.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But we don't actually get to the big fight and it all going crazy. That's going to be next week, is it?
Yeah, but we see the preview, don't we? And the red faces in that room is extreme. And
everyone looks worried. I think it's that. It's the like Dolores looks worried.
Why is Melissa coming for Teresa? Like, why Teresa's walking away? Why is Melissa going in her face?
I don't know.
Because I think Melissa thinks she could take Teresa.
Well, then she is delusional.
My thoughts exactly.
Who do you think could take Teresa?
Dolores.
Yeah, and probably Frank. And that might be it.
But Frank's not taking her. Frank's just sitting on her to hold her down.
Yeah. Like he would just be like, nope. But I think that's genuinely it. Don't think Paulie could. Don't think Nate could.
No.
Can't. I mean, I don't think Danielle could, obviously. I don't think.
Absolutely not.
I don't think any of the Jennifers.
Rachel's ex-bodybuilder, she might.
She might be able to like, stand I just in think her way and static. Yeah, maybe she could brace her against the door. Like... Yeah, she could probably take the punches, but she wouldn't be expecting the eyes and the hair and everything. Because Teresa fights mean. Yeah. Maybe if Evan could get her from behind, maybe you could like grab hold. I don't know. I still think she'd get out.
She would get out. She'd
weasel out. She'd get
and scratch and bite until that poor man had nothing left.
Yeah,
Do you know what I really enjoyed about this episode?
I didn't see Jackie.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. You just reminded me when you said about Evan. But yeah, I don't understand why. Yeah, the Gorgas think that I do
think it's being shitty to like not go to the rehearsal dinner.
I do think it's ridiculous. Like
you can just sit there and be quiet for 2 hours.
You're going to someone's wedding. You know, the night before it's the rehearsal dinner. You always like that's the thing. So if you're close family or you're in the wedding, you know you need to be available for that. And it's ridiculous.
And like, just who can't be civil for that time? Just say nothing.
That's the thing as well. It's like either Gorgas really truly believe their own hype, or their fight with Teresa is so real and so deep that they can't bring themselves
can't
to
stand
do
each
certain
other.
things. Like Real Housewives of New Jersey is Teresa's show.
Hmm?
They will get rid of the Gorgas before they get rid of Teresa.
Yep.
So they believe their own hype where they think that they will last longer than Teresa on the show. Or, like I said, their fight is so deep.
Maybe both.
They can't. I just don't understand why you think that you can behave to the way you're going to behave and you're going to stay on
get
the
brought
show.
back. But I think they believe that the show is real. I think they believe that they're as integral a part of it as they are in their film. Yeah, they're just delusional, I think.
Yeah. I also think as well that Teresa's the type of person, if she reads his press and she reads the tabloids and everyone's telling her that her brother's got no money and they're struggling, she will never tell Bravo to get rid of them because she will never see her nieces and nephews on the street. Like I think she's that type of person where she's not going to take a paycheck out of someone's mouth.
Yeah, I can see
so she'll
that.
just put up with it.
I saw that Antonia? Is it Antonia? No. Who just got into uni?
Gia?
No.
Which kid? Whose kid?
Fuck, I think it's the Gorga kid. It's Antonia, right?
Yeah.
I think she's just had her received her offer from whichever, she's chosen which uni she's going to.
That's 250 grand they have to find.
Yeah. And obviously I don't remember where it was, but it wasn't local, I don't think.
But she's not going to be able to work. Or are they going to spin it that she's working?
Oh, who knows?
And they're trying to raise a good kid, like unlike my sister who's paying for Gia to go to university. I'm going to make my child work so she understands the value of a dollar. No, you're making your child work because you're a poor bitch. Let's be clear.
Okay, are we recording?
Yeah, I don't think I'm emotionally ready for this conversation.
Oh my word, Vanderpump.
I've 6 pages of notes.
I know it's got so many notes. I mean, before we get into the real meat of it, I'm really worried that
horse. I knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
That existing horse has crazy eyes.
As soon as I saw the horse come here I was like, Rosie is going to say that horse is come to die. There's going to be some kind of death wish on this horse from Rosie.
That new horse is going to get killed by that old horse. That's what's going to happen.
You think it's racist because it's black?
I think once they've had a taste of blood, horses, I think you're supposed to get rid of them. That horse is going to kill Ken.
I knew you were going to have something to do with the horse coming in. I knew it. As soon as I saw it, I was like, she's going to have something to say about the horse and death. Absolutely. And then we see baby Sheena in the sandpit.
What?
Sheena's baby.
Oh,
Summer.
Yeah, not actual baby Sheena. Yeah, Summer, adorable.
In the sandpit?
Yeah. I think we should decide who gets to have more babies in Vanderpump Rules.
I think Sheena should have more babies.
Yes, I think Sheena should have another baby. Don't think Lala should have another baby.
I think Lala should have another baby if she is in a stable and secure relationship, or she knows who the father is.
I think she needs another year minimum.
But okay, knowing who the father is, I think, is a key point in this conversation because she didn't know who Randall was.
Yeah.
And then she wants to go and have a sperm donor who she also will not know.
Yeah.
I feel like she needs to know the father.
Yeah.
Like, just take a breath, have a minute.
Yeah.
Know who he is before you procreate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I think that's fair. What do you think about... So, is the term chef consultant a real thing?
Yeah.
As opposed to just chef?
No, because...
You don't make it. You just tell them how to make it.
You can make it as
sandwiches.
well, but it's more of you consult on... You give more of an advisory thing, so she may not necessarily be your chef moving forward. So she comes in, she works with you with the menu, she just helps you say, no, this doesn't really pair as well. Have you tried this instead every time. So like she goes through that, and then she can still whip the stuff up for you to make it so you know what it tastes like, but she will not be your
actual chef because actually it's sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure day to day that needs a chef.
Well, based on how quickly they made sandwiches, they need someone who
they need
someone
someone.
else.
Yes,
someone else. I don't think you need to be a chef to be able to whip up a sandwich. No, I don't.
Yeah.
However, I do really like their space. I like what they're doing. I think it's great. The sandwiches look incredible. I think I'm really hungry. I really want a sandwich. Like, it's a whole vibe. But
I think they're getting going, aren't they? So, like, good for them. Like, how complicated does it need to be? You're opening a sandwich shop.
Yeah, it doesn't.
They're doing it.
But
I mean, CBA to tie little bits of string around sandwiches every single time you make one, but sure.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was paid.
Yeah. I just don't know. I mean, I don't know. It does feel like a lot of faff. It's like a lot of I'm paying for string. When I'm paying $18 for a sandwich, I feel like I'm paying $6 for string.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm just not sure how it's sort of cutesy in a way that like things used to be tied up by a string because like that was to like because people didn't have tape, and now I just think, are you doing that? And yet it seems to be open at both ends. Is it not actually protecting the sandwich in any way? It's just decorative string.
Yeah, fair.
That's my concern, that it's falling out the other side.
Yeah, and then Lisa undid all of it to taste it, and it was dripping.
Yeah, I mean,
did you see that?
They don't not look messy.
No.
They sound nice, and I want them to be successful. And I think, I think they're getting it off the ground in like 3 weeks, as opposed to Tom and Tom, who've like agonized
800
for a
years.
decade.
Yeah.
800 years.
And they're having another fucking tasting.
Yeah. Oh, does it taste like it's been deep fried? Yes, because everything here is deep fried.
But then Katie and Ariana have that conversation, don't they, where they talk about Lala and the confrontation with Tom, and it just adds to like
the ick.
Yeah, like there's no rattle in her about her relationship with Tom. There's just none. Like, she's not interested in what anyone else has to say.
Well, she says that she's worried that people are like talking about their relationship
because they're undermining their relationship. Not because they're talking about, because she thinks that everything they have is perfect and she's above everybody. Like, I love Ariana, but that has always been her thing. She is better than everybody else. Like, she doesn't need to do this because she's not crazy like everybody else, and she doesn't need to do that because she's not crazy like everybody else. And like, that's always been her thing. She always thinks she's slightly better than everybody else when it comes to certain aspects of her life. And when she was like, I don't want them to undermine my relationship and do like the whisper thing, I was like, honey, if
you're shutting the door after the horse is bolted there, babe.
Do you know, like, just at this point, if everyone is telling you the same thing or everyone's talking to you about the same thing, you have to start listening. Stop.
Yeah, it gets to a point where it's not a rumor, is it? It's a fucking shout.
Get out of your own way. Stop making this about you being superior to everybody else. Like, just stop. That's not what it is. And also,
just be honest with yourself. You don't like him.
No. Oh, no, I think she likes him.
Okay, so you like him, but you don't want to be with him for the rest of your life.
Does she want to be with anyone for the rest of their life?
I don't know.
No.
We see
Moonbeams and Polka Dots. Such a great name for a shop, darling.
I love everything in here.
Oh.
My God. So she buys the necklace.
Yeah. So what is that about?
It's like, I don't know, it's some desperate shit, or is it a cover up? I don't know.
Did she buy it and then he buy it? Have we seen him? We saw him wear it before, right?
His is different, but yeah, it's not the same necklace, but
he had the lightning bolts before.
Yeah,
so she's doing it in a stalkerish type of way.
Or he said like this will throw them off the scent. Like, I want to buy you this, but I can't buy you this. So why don't you buy it, because you're proving how amazing you are and how you're doing so well, buying an $800 gold necklace, being a waitress.
You need to watch the earlier seasons of Vanderpump Rules. That is nothing compared to the amount of money these kids spent.
Oh yeah, no, they burn through money.
They do. I still can't believe they managed to buy houses for a couple of million each when you saw what they were doing the previous, like, it's insane to me.
You don't need like a deposit there in the States, do you?
You do.
But like nothing.
Yeah, they were buying at a time where I think it was like COVID or just before COVID where the market was crashing, yeah, but I don't think it's like what we have to put down. Anyway, so Roachel and then polka dots and moon booms with Charlie.
Yeah.
She fills Charlie in on her conversations with people the night before and how rude and disrespectful Katie's mum was to her. Okay. And then her conversation with James. Okay.
Again, take the hints.
I'm really confused by everything in that conversation. Like, she has no concept of why someone would talk to her the way that they did.
Who the fuck does she think she is? I don't mean this rudely. I don't mean like, who the fuck do you think you are? I'm like, genuinely tell me, because do you think you're Lisa Vanderpump? Because why wouldn't people talk to you like this?
Well, yeah. And also as well, that's someone's mum.
Yeah.
I mean, based on what we see later in the episode, she has no concept or...
Yeah, no.
Like, the where were you raised conversation could not have been said enough, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I'm like, are you telling me that if someone spoke to your mother like this, you would find it fine?
I don't think she would even bat an eyelid at this point. I just
and that's the thing, isn't it? I think, I don't think you would, because I think you're insane.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because I don't think, would you even recognise your mother at this point? Are you just so fucking self-involved?
Oh, I don't know. Does she know who her mum is? Wasn't she given away at birth?
Was she?
Yeah, I think that's part of her thing, right? What is it? No, she was raised by her aunt. And she found out at a Christmas or a birthday or something that her aunt, that she thought was her aunt, was actually her biological mother.
Oh, that's a new twist on an old game, isn't it?
No, it doesn't. I don't care. Doesn't excuse her behaviour.
No, I just think that's not quite the way around I expect those family things to go. And is that when she decided to change her name?
I don't know if I've got that 100% correct, but it's something like that.
Like, it doesn't fucking matter. We don't.
Her mum, the mother who raised her, is actually her aunt, and the person that she thought was her
sense.
And the person who was her aunt is actually her biological mother.
Yeah. Okay.
Something like that.
Anyway.
Yeah, she's had a hard life.
Is that hard
enough to turn out the way that she's turned out? I
don't think that's that uncommon.
And absolutely not.
And I don't know if it is hard.
No.
Did you need a second parent and someone stood up and was your parent?
That actually wanted you.
Doesn't sound that bad.
Bitch, please.
I'm gonna get comments for that.
Yeah, absolutely. We all will. But you know what? No, it's Roachel. Fuck her.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck her.
Yeah.
So Tom says how his very presence annoys Ariana. And I'm like, your very presence annoys a fucking continent, but a globe at this point, mate.
Can I just talk about this? So I really find it very interesting that all of the examples that production gave for her finding his presence annoying was when he was talking about boasting, bigging up, or defending Roachel.
Yeah.
So to me, every single one of those times that she found him annoying was completely valid. He is so delusional.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, it's insane.
Is he okay?
No, he's not okay. I mean, clearly, if anything screams midlife crisis, it's this, right? And I do think that sometimes I think, God, you're such a piece of shit. And then I think, no, that man's not well.
No.
We should be worried. We should be going, oh, Tom, why don't you talk to someone? Maybe
he's a worm with a mustache.
Maybe you should stop pouring money into a fucking wedding band and talk to somebody.
And you took your mum's retirement fund and spunked up a wall.
Yeah, into a restaurant that you're not working in. But his complaints about her, that she doesn't buy batteries.
Toilet roll, paper towels, or batteries. Like, first of all...
Well, that's a 50-50 share in a relationship. That's what we're after.
I have to say, I did write on my notes that I agree with the sentiment of relationships can't be one-sided. Like, you both have to, like, provide shit in the relationship. Like, it would be nice if sometimes my husband would phone me and be like, do you know what? I'm driving down the street. I can see Aldi. Should I go in and do the food shop? I would be like, yes. And that is everything. And I would dine off that gesture for months. Like, that would be everything. So I understand his point of where he feels like he's always the one that's doing the basic stuff. But can I also really and truly ask, in this day and age, who is providing batteries for a household? Like, who is doing that? Batteries aren't a thing. First of all, they should be rechargeable. You should only be buying rechargeable batteries to save the environment. And most things are like USB charged now. So why are you buying batteries?
This is my favourite thing that you've ever been upset about.
You are actually crying. Oh, thanks. I didn't realise that was that funny. She's still laughing, everybody. I'm just going to give her a minute.
I think I had thought he was so unreasonable, thinking that was such a big task. But you're right. Well, I had entirely missed the sustainability aspect of it. You're right.
I know, the batteries thing threw me into a loop. Like, I went like...
It's right. I mean, the same with paper towels, isn't it? I mean, like...
Use a microfiber cloth, bitch. Global warming is real. Buy a pack of microfiber cloths. Dear Lord. She's like, I've lost her. I've broken her. She's having a moment.
I'll find a centre. Okay.
I feel like it's always me that does that. Nice to do the same thing to you.
Yeah, that got me. Right.
But I'm not wrong.
No, you're not wrong. You're not. It's a whole other level of how he's a dickhead. It's all I'm gonna see now.
So wasteful.
It is. He's so wasteful. And then I feel like Swartz knows at this point, but he like doesn't want to. And he's sort of trying to give him advice to say, get out of your relationship or stay in the relationship and work on it. But he's trying not to say too much, but he's like, what I did with Katie was I left it too late. And it's interesting watching him trying to balance on that fence.
And I think it's admirable in a sense. Like, it's not, because Swatch is a piece of shit, and I will go on to talk about the nickname I've given them later. But
good.
Like, it is admirable in the sense that he's clearly trying to save his friend. Like, I know he's not doing the best in the situation, but he's trying to save his friend.
It might be the best he can do, because he is shit.
Like, you can't be the whatever. What is it? The whatever guy? No. The what if guy? What does he say?
I don't know, but yeah, the sentiment, he was right in that. I was like, this is actual good advice.
Yeah, it really is. But coming from Swartz, though, that's really scary.
Yeah.
That's really scary.
I think sometimes he can see how he fucked up. It's very, very... Actually, no, I don't think he can. Maybe if it's literally playing out again in front of him, he can.
Yeah, but he's sitting there in the confessionals in the episode saying, if I'd have known, making out of Raquel would have caused this much drama.
She fucking spelled that shit out for you, whether you think that's reasonable or not. She told you very clearly to your face. She told us to our face.
And Kate,
she's fucking told everybody.
The one thing you cannot say about Katie is that bitch does not mince her words.
She's not backwards and coming forwards. Yeah, everyone knows.
She means what she says, and she says what she means.
And if you'd been a big boy and said, I can't promise to do that, I'm going to fuck who I want and I'm going to do it in front of you. If you'd said that, that would have been a very different thing. You said, oh, no, I won't. I would never do that.
That's
love
reasonable.
You.
That's fair.
I love
won't
you,
do that.
Bubba. Twat.
Fuck off, dickhead. Anyway, so then it flashes to Tom and Ariana's house.
Yeah, and they haven't been connected, and they're having
fine.
this chat, and he's just, and I was like, this is all fine, and then I'm like, no, he's being a little bitch.
No, okay, so let me have, yes, 100%. So I've said this I think I said this on the last podcast episode or a couple of episodes before. The way he talks to Ariana and the way he looks at Ariana and the conversations that they have is not one of anyone who is attempting to leave or gives you any reason as a partner to think they don't want to fight for this relationship.
Yeah.
I would go about my day content thinking we actually made progress here. Yeah. There might be some kind of intimacy happening because Ariana in multiple seasons has had this conversation with Tom. I need you to be more present before I'm able to become intimate.
You need to be here. You are out. I don't want to be out.
He's choosing not to do that, and then is using
and then going,
their
I don't
lack
get any
of sex as an excuse why he's stepping out on her. But she's given you every. They have open communication about sex. That's one of the things that breaks down marriages. That's one of the things that breaks down relationships. When one person and the other person are having a conversation about their sexual relationship and neither of them are happy and they don't know how to handle it. These two are happy having an open conversation about it, but he still steps out.
And he's because they're having a conversation about it. She's being open and he's lying.
Fair. I have to say though, his idea of what is it? They called it quality time.
Quality time.
I mean, I'm
hang gliding on shrooms.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Skinny dipping on shrooms, watching the sunset on shrooms. I'm here for all of the shroom situation.
All she wants to do is watch Love Island.
I mean, I don't want to watch Love Island. Maybe I should date Tom. Maybe that's what I'm learning. Or am I married to Tom and I just haven't worked it out yet?
Or are you Tom?
I might be.
Oh, I had this conversation this week, like, which of the Vanderpump Rules cast do you think you are? And there is no answer to that makes you feel good about yourself. I've thought it through, or there's no answer I could find that made me feel good about myself.
Yeah, I don't want to unravel that.
Yeah, because all of the names that come up, you go, Lisa? Oh, good God.
Can I be Lisa?
Okay, if you can see yourself as Lisa, then you can win. I couldn't see anything good in me in this game.
Yeah, no, I want to be Lisa. I'm not saying I am
you
Lisa.
want to be Lisa, but yeah.
I just want to be. I just don't. No one else.
But yeah, but see a name and see if you can see a parallel in yourself, and then feel worse.
The sad thing is, I see a parallel in a lot of myself with a lot of these people. Like I have me and Tequila Katie are the same person.
Yeah, my gut instinct is Katie, but there's
no, you are. But you're not.
But I felt there's some dickhead James in me too.
You have to be activated though. I feel like Katie, earlier seasons, Katie especially, was just drunk and angry. And I don't think you're drunk and angry.
No, not anymore.
No, okay, fair. I mean, I haven't known the drunk and angry years, so I'm good. I'll pass on those. Yeah, I could see some James Kennedy in myself also.
Yeah, it's not a good look, is it? But
I love it though.
I mean,
why can't you be confident and cocky? Like, what is wrong with that?
Yeah,
he's delusional.
It is annoying, but yeah.
I even have this in my notes for the episode. Like, he really doesn't understand what he does wrong.
Yeah. So their whole conversation is horrible. Because he's like saying all the right things and doing all the wrong things, but also still being like, but you should be like jumping on my cock every chance you get, like which is a bullshit move, because she's like, you're not fucking here, like how? And the peacocking, you can't telepath your.
I used to date someone who used to do that. They would peacock a lot when they were out and about, and
then you get nothing,
and they would put on this display of this person, and they would be ostentatious with their gestures, and when we're in the club and kind of all that stuff, and then it would just be like a deflating kind of that not gentleman, but that kind of like giving person, and that wasn't there when we got home. Like, and
Yeah.
I've been there and I get it. And yeah, I can understand why Ariana's just like, I'm not into it.
Yeah.
Although I did probably enjoy Tom saying that, what, you don't think I like Beyonce? That did make me laugh. They made me laugh a lot.
I mean, this man thinks he can be Bowie. He thinks he can be Freddie. I'm sure he thinks he can be Beyonce. Did you see that tweet that was like, the Beehive officially revokes Tom Sandoval's membership forever?
I didn't, but I'm here for it. I am here for it.
I also like that he was sort of being sort of sad and emotional, but also, and then he was like taking dramatic gulps of coffee, and then he clearly realised it was hot. He was like, that was an error. I was like, yeah, it will be hot, that is coffee.
I love it so much. And then we go to James and Ali.
Yeah.
To
go to the sandwich, to go to the festival. We see the poster, we see James's name all the way down at the bottom.
That was so shady.
That was mean. I love say
production
that
so much.
I know.
Oh, I love it.
I just looked at her and he's like talking at her, and I just thought she could not care less.
But I like the fact that she's holding him accountable. Like, she's saying, no, your behaviour is not acceptable. You have to do this. No, I'm not going to.
You have to go to therapy. You're broken.
I don't have any childhood trauma. I don't have any of this stuff. I don't want to talk about my broken engagement. I don't want to do this. No.
Everything's fine. I'm like, we can see this, right?
Meanwhile, she's just like doing her eyeliner in the mirror, like just casually being her.
Nope.
I love it so much.
You're going. Nope.
Yeah, but I do think what Charlie said was right, though. What was it? She said that James sees Ali as his future wife, but Ali sees James as her current boyfriend.
Yeah.
And that makes complete sense to me. She's using him to be on the show just as much as Roachel did. Let's be clear. Like, she's not in love with him.
No.
He's a means to an end with his pencil dick.
I mean, even that cat doesn't recognise her. She's only there for filming.
Again, the cat the brother's going to look after when they go away.
Yeah.
But one night.
Yeah.
Because the cat can't, like, it's a house cat, right?
Because, I mean, but still, surely you can leave a cat in a house for a few days, can't you?
You just
put food out.
Places.
Yeah.
Well, you get
cats aren't even, like, super greedy, are they? They won't eat loads. Cats are quite fussy, aren't they?
Yeah. They understand time, cats, I feel like.
Maybe it's just that. They just know it'll be pissed if no one goes in to see it.
Yeah, maybe.
And he's, like, all giddy for her to meet Lisa, because he's got a very complicated mummy relationship with Lisa, hasn't he? I mean, they all have.
But he doesn't understand how this adds to the list of why he needs to go to therapy.
No. Whereas potentially, like, the Toms do.
I love it when they do flash forward where Schwartz is talking to her, Lisa and Sir, and gives her a hug about her birthday, and she's on the phone. He's like, right, okay.
No, never mind.
So
I bet she's not even on the phone.
I died.
And I love how Lisa, like, she knows the power, doesn't she? She's like, oh, next year you might be so successful you can buy me flowers for my birthday.
Yeah.
He's like, happy birthday, mummy.
That's legit,
like,
mummy.
I'm sorry. Did you think this was about you? Please remember, if I'm in this scene, it's about me.
Yeah. I remember when Jax Taylor said to her, I'm not going to have someone come on my show. And she was like,
sorry,
I think you find this. My name is on the, like, it's my show, bitch. And then he didn't come back. That was him fired.
Yeah, good.
Only for like 2 episodes, and then it came back after that because they realized that they needed him for the show.
So then we're going to the sandwich shop. I like Lala's hamburger bag.
I want a hamburger bag. Make it happen.
We can do that. We can make that happen. Let me see.
Have cheese and bacon in mine.
Sure. Why not?
Important details.
Yeah, true. We see Schwartz's apartment. Everyone is so put together in this, aren't they? Like, and then his flat is why I couldn't used to be able to watch it.
Oh yeah,
because it makes
you had 2 seasons of them living in good places, and there were seasons 8 and 9.
And now we're back in this place of him Like, just fucking sort your life out.
And season 8 was a flop because we had some stupid younger group trying to come in, and then they all got fired by season 9, and it was just awful. So seasons 8 and 9, they're living their best life, and like with their £1 million houses, and they're doing well. And like, yeah, so you're not going to get anything.
And now watching him try doing press ups in that shit show.
So I nicknamed them in my notes for this one. So my notes say, everyone's getting ready for the sandwich shop opening. Cunts and twats meet at Twats' apartment.
Right, okay. I think that's a better name for a bar.
Cunts and twats.
I mean, you're going to get a certain demographic.
No, I reckon you'd get everyone, because I reckon the straight men will come thinking they're going to get laid.
And the lesbians are going to come.
Because they think they're going to get laid. I think you get everyone.
And the gay men are going to come because everyone else is coming.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, it's great.
And then the females, like the straight females, are going to come because they're like, oh, let's see if we can get
Everyone's
hit on in a gay bar. I reckon it's fucking I'm a marketing
But you
genius.
can't say cunts and twats, can you? So you're going to have to call it season teas.
Why can't I call it cunts and twats?
I just think people are upset. Yeah, I was going to say, in America, people are going to get upset.
Oh, no. In England, we can call it cunts and twats. Put it in
okay, so we're going to...
No one's going to
say
anything.
open it in Soho. We're going to call it cunts and twats. We're going to get easy.
Absolutely epic. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, and Schwartz doesn't understand. Twat doesn't understand what he's done wrong. No. He has no idea, even though it's so fucking clear. Yeah. And they go to the sandwich shop, and Lisa meets Ali, and Lisa likes the sandwiches.
Yeah. And
then they go to Sir and have more sandwiches. Which seemed like an odd move to me. They're going to need to sort out the service. Like, it's not, you don't go for a slow sandwich. Right? But maybe they don't really have a kitchen at this point.
But they were cleaning the kitchen.
Oh, yeah. That was sort of performative cleaning, wasn't it?
Right, okay. Yeah, it didn't look like they were doing much.
Wipey, wipe.
Yeah. So that's her.
Yeah. And then
Ariana tells Tom that she's going to be wilding out.
Oh, yeah.
Which I thought was lovely.
She was like, look at me, I'm making an effort, I'm trying. Yeah. And then Tom and Terri have a conversation.
Is that before or after Tom in his confessional says that it's the best relationship he's ever had, talking about Ariana?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure if I clocked that.
Yeah. In his confessional, he said it's the best relationship he's ever had, and he's talking about Ariana.
And he's fucking Raquel at this point. So is he being honest at that point? I think he might be. I think he's already going. I think quite soon on he's going, this was a mistake.
I didn't think about that.
I think that's why he's sad in these conversations, because he knows he has regret. He's already regretting it, and he can't get out from under her.
Oh.
He's like, oh, I'm going to fuck this up for Raquel. Fuck.
Okay, I didn't think about that, but I love this theory. I'm here for that theory.
But because she's going, you've got to break up with her. If you don't break up with her, I'm going to leak it.
Yeah. Yeah, I talk about that in my notes, actually. But yeah, so Tom chats with Terri.
Yeah, and he's like, I still love Katie, blah, blah, blah. And she says, yeah, well, you blew it.
Yeah.
She told you exactly what not to do.
And you did it anyway.
And he still goes, I don't know what I did. But yes, you fucking do. Everybody is telling you.
It must be hard for them, though. Like, because it seems like they were close, you know, as like an extended family, or like your in-law family, like they were close. Like, that's not a mother-in-law. That was an issue to have.
Yeah. But, well, then don't be a dickhead. Like, it's quite easy. It was one fucking rule, wasn't it?
But I think Terry's handling it really well.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would be that forgiving.
She's coming out of it looking amazing.
Oh, every part of it is, yeah. Oh, I don't know. And then we have the amazing conversation between Ariana, and I've also nicknamed Cunt Bucket in this situation. So Roachel was cunt bucket if you haven't worked out.
Yeah, no, I was getting it. I get it works perfectly.
Yeah.
The cunt goes into the cunt bucket. It's perfect.
Yeah, she's a bucket of cunts.
What when
I hope she has a
their...
yeast infection. I really want her to have an incurable yeast infection. Like, that's where I am now. Like, I don't want to inflict physical violence on her anymore. I just want her to have an incurable yeast infection. Could you imagine how uncomfortable that would be? And then Tom can't have sex with her either because she has an incurable yeast infection. Because it'd be like the smell, the discharge. Like,
Oh,
he wouldn't want to go near it.
This is too much. This is a level of detail I don't need.
Sorry, but I'm not really thinking about it. But
yeah, I can tell. You are on another level of Vanderpump. I feel like I'm in the shallow end.
Oh no, I'm so angry, Rosie. I'm so angry. Like, I'm acting like this has happened to me. Like, these are my friends.
It feels personal. I can tell.
I feel it. I feel it like it's personal. I do. I really do. I need to get a different life.
So she says that that Ariana should want to have sex.
Yeah. So do you think this whole conversation between her and Roachel, Ariana and Roachel, was based on the fact that Roachel is trying to discover if the stuff that Tom has told her is true? Like,
oh, like he's saying we haven't had sex in a year.
We haven't had sex. We're gonna break
We're separate.
Up. We live separate lives. We're not interested. She doesn't love me. I don't love her. Because when Ariana said, "Oh, I 100% want to stay and fight for this relationship," or whatever she said, she was like, okay. She was like trying to compute the stuff that Tom had said. Like, it looked like she was trying to work out the stuff that Tom had said.
It was hurting her to think, yeah.
Like, oh, I feel bad if she genuinely thought that there was something more. Like, he told her, like, I don't feel bad about the situation, but like,
you feel bad that she's dumb.
Yeah, like, he led her down the garden path. Like, it was just, it started off with her and him. It's okay because we're not really together, or we don't really love each other, or nothing's happened. And obviously, as they were still together and Raquel was still fucking him, then she should have been like, no, wait, I'm not doing this anymore. But she continued. But I don't know, I just feel like he manipulated her a lot in this situation.
I don't know. I think she's the baddie more.
Oh no, I still believe that the betrayal is all on her at this point. Like, that's too much. Like, and I don't think she gets it either. Like, even with the conversation with Katie when she's like, I'm empathetic. No, you're not. You don't understand what empathy means.
I think her playing, like, her then like regurgitating like the Ariana's like body image stuff, and then being like, but we're actually really pretty. I'm like, that's really fucking low.
And you're crying and you're trying to empower her. Meanwhile, you're like, she's insecure
and then you're
about
going
her
in
body
confessional and talking
laughing. Yeah, because that's why they're not having good sex, because you're giving him the good wickedest sex. Is that what that is?
I was like, that's really shitty.
At this, I said it last week. Still, currently, Roachel is the villain.
Yeah,
I hate Sandoval, but the betrayal for me is coming from her. It's not even him. It's her.
Yeah.
Like, you're in my face having a conversation about how many times I have sex with my boyfriend, knowing that you're having sex with my boyfriend.
But then she goes from that conversation to go and start on Katie. Like, what is the fucking plan, babe?
Why is she talking to Katie about what she can't say to her husband?
Yeah, but she's like coming in with all of, like, imagine, I just think, like, after we've seen the start of Atlanta with Courtney and her bad energy to Candy, I'm like, that's what you're doing here. You're coming in being all like this bristly bitch, like, you shouldn't be texting. Why not? Who the fuck do I have to tell you if I can text or not? If he's a problem, he's a big fucking boy.
My husband.
Has he asked you to be the messenger? No.
It's
if he has a problem with it, he can talk to me or block me. Like, it's not that fucking hard.
Oh.
And she sits there like in the middle of the fucking room having a go at her. And she goes, I don't appreciate it. When Katie was like, well, you don't have to appreciate anything. This has nothing to do with you. Like, get it into your skull. I'm telling you in basic words.
And then
she goes, Lala. She's like, you hearing this? She's a buffoon of a person.
And then Kate calls her a cunt. Love it.
And then she starts being rude to Terri.
When I say I wanted to light my TV on fire, if anyone did that to my mom, oh my God.
To anybody's mom.
Everyone says Tequila Katie is mean and she rage sexes and she's a bitch and she does all the rest of it. But she showed how actually cool, calm and collected she is. Because if someone had done that to my mum and I'd had a few drinks, especially if I'd had a few drinks, I would have dragged that bitch up and down the street by her hair. And I wouldn't even, and I don't think anyone would have stopped me.
Nah.
That's the worst part. She could have done whatever she wanted to Roachel, and I don't even think production would have stepped in at that point. I think they would have been like, do you know what, have at it. That bitch went too far.
Don't go for someone's mum.
You don't do it.
Don't. Well, you can see Lala's itching. She's like,
give me the word. Give me the word. I'm coming.
She's sitting there, but she's also sitting there going, I'm sitting next to Terri, and I am showing the time and grown up.
Yeah.
But try me.
If Katie and Lala are displaying adult behavior, there's something very wrong.
Well, this is the thing, isn't it? When Roachel talks to James, isn't it? It's like, James looks like a grown up compared to you.
Absolutely. And then so the husband and wife go outside to have a conversation, and then this bitch follows them to interject in the conversation and then to say, I just want to say one thing. And
no, you've said loads of fucking things. You don't appear to have anything
I'm sorry that him making out with someone hurt you. Wait, what? And I'm sorry that it was me, so it hurt you even more. And it was like, Katie's like, that is not the
no, you are incidental. It doesn't matter who you are.
But she's jealous. Do you not hear Roachel say, I'm sorry that you're jealous, and then gets up from the table. And then she's smirking the entire evening. Oh my God.
Sandoval fucking chimes in, has a go at Katie. Just again, another
because apparently
bloke coming having a go at women.
Terri is sticking up for Katie, but it's okay that you step in.
You've taken your mum's mummy.
Yeah, but you're stepping into a woman's argument and you're sticking up for Roachel and you're fighting up for women. But
she's pathetic.
For the mum.
It's tacky.
It's tacky.
Can you spunk your mum's retirement up in this bar? Who's tacky?
I can't do it, Rosie. I can't do it. I get stress headache. I get right on here on the right hand side above my eyebrow. I get a headache. That's not the right hand side. It's my left hand side. There, I get a headache.
Yeah, no, the empathy, and then they're like, go to your fucking girlfriend. She's crying.
But he wants to sit and have an argument.
Yeah, because you want to defend Roachel. And she can see that.
And she's laughing and smirking.
And your girlfriend can see that and she's crying. She's crying onto Lisa Vanderpump, who is like, I don't really do this.
I don't know how to handle this.
It's not really this is why I sent my children to boarding school. And then they have cake.
And Lisa does her toast.
Yep.
And she cries.
Life throws shit at you. And she calls Schwartz out in the middle of the toast, doesn't she? She's like, where the fuck have you been? Why are you not dealing with
fighting
this?
Because of you cried in the corner. Fuck you, cunt.
Yeah, because you wanted to be the centre of attention because you were told one rule and you had to break it, but now you're fucking hiding.
And then everyone's somber and quiet, and Roachel is smirking in the corner. Oh.
I'd fire that bitch, wouldn't you?
I don't think.
But then I suppose she's a paycheck, isn't she? She's making story.
I don't think she's had enough. You know when everyone was like, this vigilante mob mentality that they've had towards them since it came out and all the rest of it is too much. It's this, it's that, it's whatever. After watching what's happened, I don't think she's had enough. I don't think
maybe we're gonna see.
I don't think the level of hatred that she's had towards her, and I don't think they ate her enough alive in the reunion. I really don't.
The reunion focuses on him.
It's her. She's the best friend. He's a dog shit piece of human feces, whatever. Fine, but it's just
yeah. But I just think you can't be both. You're either manipulative or you're stupid. You don't get to play both.
You don't get to play both. You really don't. You really don't. And she's not, I think she's stupid, but I don't think she's stupid enough to not know what she was doing in this whole situation.
Yeah.
And in the trailer for the reunion, her and him are sitting in like the trailer, the physical trailer.
Not the Winnie.
And yeah, they're trying to make us out to be pathological liars, but we're really not. Yes, you are. How
yeah. You are. What, you've got a fucking evil identical twin that's been knocking about, have you?
Like, I don't get it. Like, how do you not understand what, like, what? Oh.
Why do they not have real chairs in the reunion?
Oh, they sit on bar stools.
Yeah, why?
Because they work in bars.
Oh, okay. No one actually works in a bar, though, do they?
They used to.
Yeah. Okay.
They just don't anymore. Like, they were actually really good at what they did. They were very good bartenders, some of them. They were very good waitresses, some of them. Some of them are just really good at sucking dick. So, Sheena. Yeah. I think my rage now has got to the quiet rage.
Okay, it's now in the danger zone.
It's like I was really rageful last week, like instantly rageful to the point where I had to rewatch the episode because I didn't have any clue what was going on because I just saw red the entire time. To recording our episode of the podcast and being like calm and then like swearing, wilding out, and then like calm again, to this week just like being really serene. Like I was just like watching it as if it wasn't happening, like, you know, like normal people do, like it's a TV show,
right,
that like I shouldn't take it so seriously. But like I don't know, I just feel like this whole situation is just just how humans are capable of doing this. It just blows my mind. Like I just don't understand it. And being so brazen and being so unaware.
I mean, I just think what I would love to be like, I would love to have the honest answer of like, but what was going on in your head? Like what did you think
you
would
were going to get away with it? Is that
what was the plan? You were just going to fuck both of them forever? Like genuinely, like tell me, I would believe you could say anything. You'd be like, well, no, and then we planned in 6 months' time to murder her. Like that could have been a plan. Because I just don't think you can have sex with someone for 6 months and be like, oh, this isn't going to come out.
I want to know what Roachel for. Because he was obviously having his cake and eating it too. Like, I think he was getting his actual intellectual stimuli from Ariana. It's like his actual real life with Ariana. Like, the future he actually wants to have with Ariana. But he was getting his dick wet with Roachel. Like, he was getting regular sex from her. She's vapid, she's stupid, she's dumb.
You know what he's like. He's such a talker. There's no way he'd have been like, well, this is just about sex. He'd have been like,
No, he's telling her something different, but in his head, this is what he was doing.
What's the plan? Oh, you think he just believed that he just had a side piece?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't think he ever was he's expecting to be with Raquel. Like, never.
Well, he doesn't. Yeah, he sort of implies that, doesn't he, in the trailer for the reunion?
Well, I know. I think he was going to say he loves her. I just think they paused it dramatically. I think he was going to say he loved her, but I don't think he does.
No,
I don't think he does love her at all. I think he's just
fucked up. He's rolled and lost.
Yeah. That.
Wow.
Anyway, anything else to add?
No, man. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Thanks
for listening again, guys. Really appreciate it. We love reading your reviews. We've had a couple of new ones recently, and they're really funny, and we love it. And I appreciate you guys for listening.
Yeah, it's nice. It's really lovely. It's nice to know that it's a kind of part of a bigger conversation, and it's not just us screaming at each other having these chats.
Oh, fucking hate Roachel. Anyway, guys, keep commenting, keep rating, keep subscribing, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And we will catch you on the next episode. Good night.
See you soon. Bye.